What's going on, everybody? Hey, it's Brian, and welcome back to BG Model Workshop, where we are doing an update on the bench. As a matter of fact, it feels like it's been such a long time since I've sat down to do stuff at the bench. I'm a little worried about Spirit Halloween moving in and taking over my space. Huh? 'Tis the season. Let's move along here. So we have the arrow vet. We all remember the arrow vet. That's the one that looks like an arrow. We have the clear coat on there. We did that quite a while ago, and then we got sidetracked because we started working on our buddy build with Kurt over at KH Modelworks, and we're doing a different Corvette. But this guy here kind of stalled out a little bit. I had to draw my attention away. The one thing that stalled us is this rear window right here. We've been trying. You can see that we have some black on there. I need to clean the rest of that off and then reapply the black again. This is what's stalling me right now, is getting the black on there to look good and then actually, install it in the car and all that jazz. But our front windshield looks pretty snazzy. Line that in Sharpie, so that looks pretty good. A trick I've been doing for quite a while now. And then, let's see here. Here's our interior tub. I remember showing this to you guys before, but this is just a little bit of a refresher. Underpinnings. Looks good. I like that. I like how that looks. I need to get this done because I had challenged Mark Batson to finish his, and wouldn't it be embarrassing if he finished his before I finished mine? So, yeah, we're trying to get on that. And then over here we have the Cancer Awareness Group build the Cobra that we're building for my friend John. We have it based in white. Now we did a little bit of sanding and stuff on there. Didn't have to do a whole lot of body work at all, other than just sanding off some seams here and there, especially down in the front. And then there's a little mold seam that goes between the headlight and that mouth right there. And boy, doesn't that look like a Cobra? That just, I don't know, it looks, it's a well-named vehicle, I guess. So just a little bit of sanding on the back fenders here and everything. And the trick in that is to make sure that you keep your radius correct so that you don't flatten out a spot on there. You don't want the Cobra to look like it got flipped or anything. And then we drilled out the holes for the roll bar. John wants the roll bar on top of there. And then, yeah, so we got to this point here, and then things started happening, and we had to set this aside. But we're ready to start putting on the actual blue color. I do have a blue color in mind, but it seems to be just a bit more teal than I was hoping for. So I'm going to be searching a little bit more, searching for the right pale blue color for that. But body's all ready to go. The engine is building up pretty nicely. Let's switch. There we go. So I wanted to go with a black block. Yeah, okay, I said that right. So I kind of stammer a little bit sometimes. Perhaps you've noticed. But I did a black block, and then I did aluminum heads, and then a gunmetal intake manifold, and then just did a little bit of grinding on there because, it's a car. And then a gold sump pan. I don't think this, I believe this has an external sump or something like that, because there is no place to put an actual oil pan. So that's looking really cool. We got our chassis based in NATO black. I thought that would look really cool, especially with the German gray that we have on our interior tub. So we'll put those together like that, and it looks like, this looks like chocolate and peanut butter right here. It's supposed to go together. Look at that. Oh, I'm so pretty. That's right. You are very pretty. And then we did this piece up here in a gloss aluminum, and then just did a quick wash with some black to bring out some of the highlights, and then we can start detail painting the little accoutrement that's all up in there, molded in place. Very actually very nicely done molding on there. And then we're going to do a wash on the frame to bring out some of the detail, some flat black on some of the rubber pieces, and then see if we can't bring out some detail on those springs by maybe doing like an Ushi powder, like a light dusting of Ushi powder on there to bring out the springs, and then move on from there. And then everything else in here. Oh gosh, I got to show you guys this. This is cool. I showed it to John last night at our build night. He was properly impressed. But check out this radiator. This came out looking really good. Not only does it look like the UN building in New York, in very, very fine miniature, but I had based this in black, as I like to do with most things that I'm coloring with a metallic color. But I had this clipped to to a holder like this, and then I was painting the sides. I'm using a rattle can, so I'm painting the sides. I do a spray along each side, and then when I turned it flat to me, I realized I had just enough overspray to catch all the veins and stuff on there, and I thought, hey, we're done. I just invented a new technique. so so yeah, I really like how that looks. John was pretty impressed by it also. He's like, that's so nice looking. Maybe we should just leave that out and set it aside alongside the car. And then we stripped the chrome off our wheels, and then I did a gunmetal on there, and then did a flat coat on top of the gunmetal, and I kind of like that. I like that. I like how that looks. We'll do a bright beauty ring around the rim of the wheel after we install it into the tires, because the tires are the hard vinyl, and they are difficult to work with. So I mean, getting them mushed into place and everything like that. So there's that. And then here's an annoyance. I had this is the splash paints. This is the Eleanor color scheme that they have, and this is it's just called metallic black, but I call it Eleanor black. It has a little bit of a green to it. That's how I'm seeing it, but it should come up real nice with the clear coat. But look at that. I know I made the mistake of having a clip on here to hold it. I mean, it was a good place to hold it. Usually I put a piece of goop right there and hold it in place like that. But I had a little pin. I was holding it by the pin there, and it snapped off. So I was like, oh man. But here's the money shot there. She's looking nice, looking real nice. So now comes the hard part. Masking off for that two-tone. Yay! So, I mean, time for sweaty palms right there. Sphincter Factor 5. So, yeah, moving on to that part there. All right, so that's an update for everything that we have on the bench that's of importance. We do have a super secret project on the side that's actually sidelining everything else. Whoa, earthquake. Sidelining everything else right now on the bench. And I can't do that. I can't show you what's going on just now. I do have to confess, I've been trying to film it, but something happened and I deleted the footage by accident, so I apologize for that. But we're doing our absolute bestest, goodest on this because it is for my brother. So we're going to do a reveal hopefully very soon, and then we'll get on with that. So everybody else, have a great weekend. Y'all take it easy. Get some bench time if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. The bench will always be there when you need it. We'll talk to you a little bit later on. Bye now.